Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends. And today we're going to be doing a feeding episode of a epic that has been sitting in my storage for a couple of events now. I've heard he's very good, but I haven't had a chance to look at him. So today we're going to. And this is Semargl. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I'm going to say it. Anyway, he is an epic. He is thunder and light. He's got lots of open ruin slots, which is good. Let's see whether or not he's got that ability to rise above the other epics. Alright, so let's check him out. I got a place in Thunder for him. I got two places in Thunder for him. He's gonna like this one, though. Alrighty, so there he is. Let's take a look at him. Okay, a little cute little guy down here. What's his name? A collection of random characters. We'll give him a nice name in the future. Anyway, there he is, and he's like, oh, look at him, he's happy. He's happy, so it's like puppies. It's a trap, by the way, just so you know. Anyway, so let's take a look at him. Again, he is thunder, he is light, he appears to be immune to daze, which can be useful. Lots of open ruin slots, like I said. Speed and power are almost the same. Life isn't bad for an epic, but we'll see what it comes out to when he's 60. And let's look at some skills here. Flying dog. Okay, he's more of a wolf though, isn't he? Okay. Anyway, that's a physical attack. Oh, and he's got winged canine, which is a moderate thunder attack. That's interesting. Have I seen that on an epic before? A moderate initial attack? Doesn't ring a bell. Anyway, and he's got his special skill, Kairo's Vengeance. Alright, what do we got here? Deals very heavy thunder damage to all enemies. Gains extra turn. Oh, that is not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So he gets a big solid hit, and he gets to act again after that. There are times where you can't decide whether you want to use the guy's skill, or do you want to use his special when it comes up. When this one comes up, there's no decision. You can use both. Alright, let's go on back and let's take a look here. One day, Mjolnir, the guardian of runes, was crafting the finest speed rune in the temple. A lightning bolt sparked from his hammer. When it hit the floor, the bolt crackled open and Semargl emerged. Now, Semargl protects Mjolnir's temple from sneaky masters. From sneaky masters? Who are sneaky masters? Let's, start feeding him. First of all, he's just a wee pup right now. Let's get him up to 4. Okay, there he goes. Alright, he's got wings now, and he's got like thunder coming out of them. But he's got that light. Okay, could you come back and eat? Thank you. Alright, so let's get going on the skills. Starting at level 7. Conductivity flaws. Deals moderate light damage, negates healing on target. Oh, okay, so he can't be healed for 3 turns. Healing doesn't really take place very much, but it's a first skill, so let's go. Let it go. Let it go. It's a moderate light hit, no cooldown, so that's okay. Alright, let's get to level 10. Whine for Prey. Deals moderate thunder damage, 50% chance of dazing. Okay, so he himself is immune to daze. He's going to daze others. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, and let's keep going to level 15. Next skill. Okay, Thunder Sparks. Deals moderate thunder damage, 50% chance of blinding target. Requires cooldown. Alright, so good solid hit. That's actually very high in the moderate range. It's only a 50% chance of blinding, but that means he's probably going to be doing some good blinding later. So we'll just throw that in the first spot right there. Blinding is good. Blinding is better than dazing. I'll take blinding every day. Except when it's inflicted on me, in which case I would prefer to be dazed. Alright, so let's get to level 20, his next skill, and his final evolution. Dog's Pure Luck. Deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies, 50% chance of applying damage reduction to all targets. Alright, I like the hit. I like the 1 round cooldown, that's for sure. But he's getting a lot of effects mixing in there, He's dazing. He's blinding, and now we're seeing damage reduction. I mean, even if you took that 50% damage reduction out, that's a pretty good hit right there. So we're going to throw that over here. I'm noticing a lot of thunder damaging. I'm also noticing his final form. Tall, majestic. And flying away again. Okay, could you just stay here long enough for me to feed you, dude? We got 40 more levels to go, alright? Alright, let's go. Level 25. Flying Shepherd. Deals moderate light damage, makes target weak against light and thunder attacks. That could be useful. That could be very, very useful. Okay, light weakness and status. I'm guessing that they didn't do the text on the other one very well. We'll just call it thunder weakness. All right. But anyway, it's a good solid hit anyway, so why don't we want to keep that anywho, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to keep it 50% anyway, so let's put that there. Okay, but once again, he's getting more effects. He seems to be applying a lot of effects here, you know? I don't know, they're kind of diluting it a little there, so let's move on to level 30. Thunder Shelter. Deals moderate thunder damage, may daze target, and 0 cooldown. Not too bad. Let's see. Well, it's the upgrade of this one, so we might as well take it. No reason to make a decision there, right? Alright. Level 35. And his next skill. Blinding Sparks. Deals very heavy thunder damage, may blind target. Okay, well that one is... That's negate healing. Do I want to put the blind up there? I'm kind of hoping he might have another group attack. Okay, I'm not going to keep this one anyway, because it's too low a damage to keep, even if you like the negate healing effect. I mean, I could see how that could be useful. There are some legendaries I ran into in the past who were very annoying with that. But that one is just too low damage to keep anyway. Kind of hoping there's an upgrade for that one, you know what I mean? Something that's good enough to use, and the negate healing is just gravy thrown in there, you know what I mean? So let's continue to level 40. Gonna start running out of skills here soon. Truth Custody. Deals moderate light damage to all enemies. Negates. That's just what I was thinking. Right, so all of a sudden, that's just kind of useful, isn't it? Because it's a moderate light damage attack to all enemies. It's high moderate too. And it doesn't negate healing. It makes him useful for some encounters, you know? I wonder if that... I'm guessing that would also hamper regeneration. So, could be useful. Let's take a look here. I'm going to throw that in the first spot. I'm going to throw that in the first spot. Because I just think that's a really good idea. This one is a blind... This was only a 50% blinding attack. Right, this was the full blinding attack. We had that. Not keeping that anyway. Alright. Alright, so let's go to level 45. Maybe there's a skill or two more. Dog's Pure Luck. Okay, no. That was... Yeah, that was the other group attack. But... I don't know. That's a good question. Do I want to keep that? Let's look around here. Deals moderate light damage, makes target weak against light and thunder. See, it's a decent hit. And then also makes the other attacks... You come back with that one, and the one we were looking at a moment ago, this one here. Alright, let's look at these. That's a really good hit, and it blinds. Not losing that one. I think I might get rid of that one. I'm going to take this one. So I got two group attacks. I got the one that weakens, and I got the other one which blinds. Wouldn't surprise me if we've seen everything. Okay, Pod's Revenge deals heavy light damage, may apply damage reduction to target. Oh, right now we gotta make a decision now. So now we have a heavy light attack. Is the weakness that important to me anymore? I mean, it's only a little bit more damaging. It is more damaging, but it gets damage reduction. Would I want to have that, or would I have him weak? I think the weak... We're talking about an epic here. So I think that it's better that he have the weakness, because maybe then a legendary can come and finish him off. So I'm going to keep the Flying Shepherd one, which makes the target weak against light and thunder, because not going to do a full epic team. If I'm using this guy, I'm using him for a special purpose, because it's the unfortunate reality of the game now. They haven't been giving us any encounters where these are all epics. Fight with all epics. They're always like throwing something else in. So in this case, you might want to make a combo on somebody who's difficult to deal with. In that case, I think we're probably better off with the weakness to light and thunder. So I'm going to keep the one that I have. And I really do think that that is actually the last of our skills. I don't think we'll see anything more. Nope, nope. That really did seem like it. Thunder Shelter. Yeah, they really want me to take that one. And it's a good skill. It's just I think the ones that I have are better. They're better. All right, so let's take a look at... okay, his power and speed are close to each other. The speed is a little bit better, just a nudge better. Life isn't bad for an epic at 60. You know, it's coming up on 10,000 there. That's not too bad. I've seen legendaries at the same level who are in the low 8,000s, so that's not too bad. And, alright, so let's take a look at some of these skills here. Okay, so we have the first one, which is Truth Custody. Deals moderate life damage to all enemies, negates healing for all targets. Alright, it's a good, solid light hit. And in terms of negating healing, I'm pretty sure that that's going to work on somebody who's got regeneration, which can be very annoying sometimes. So if it negates that for 3 turns, I wonder if it impedes it or does it just remove it. You know, negate, I'm not really sure what that means. It probably does remove it. It's the simplest way to handle it. Whenever they have something like that, it means it just removes it. And if it's an effect that stays there for 3 turns, it means he probably can't get it back. If that is it, very useful. Very, very useful. All right, we have the second skill. Flying Shepherd. Had a decision between this and the other one we were just looking at. This one is deals moderate light damage, makes target weak against light and thunder attacks. Now, this guy could take advantage of that because he's got a really good attack in the next one. And you could also justify that first one too, the group light attack. But of course this is only single target. But I mean, the reason I picked this one is really for other monsters, say legendary monsters who have really big hits. That might be very useful in weakening an enemy so they can finish it off. But like I said, his next attack, the Thunder one, is not too bad. Could probably take some really good advantage of this one. And let's take a look at that one right now. This is Blinding Sparks. Okay, deals very heavy thunder damage, may blind target. Okay, it's a very heavy thunder hit. It blinds, and it's only a 2-round cooldown. That's not too bad at all. You get a chance to use that first one, and this will do a lot more damage. Of course, it already hit something that's water really hard in the first place. Now, this last one, Dog's Pure Look. Not really sure what that title's all about, but this one deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies, 50% chance of applying damage reduction to all targets. Okay, it's a group hit, but it's a fairly damaging moderate hit. And it's got a 1-round cooldown, which isn't too bad at all. So, you know, this guy's got some damage. He's got some weakening. He's got the blindness here. But he's got a lot of damage. This one here could be very useful in some situations. This one here could be very useful, again, in different kinds of situations where you really need to hit one guy really hard. So, and it's a 1-round cooldown, so he could do it to multiple guys. So this guy has damage and he has some supporty stuff. Supporty stuff in terms of really hurting the enemy, not as much in terms of helping your team. So he does have some decent stuff. It'd be interesting to see skills like this on a legendary. Because like I said, you know, epics these days, they're really hard to get into these fights. I mean, his speed is decent for an epic at this level. It's not too far off of a legendary at this level, depending on the legendary itself. So a couple of runes here and there, and maybe get some going. In terms of runes, he does damage, so maybe you want some strength, or maybe you just flat out want speed. It really depends on how you're going to use him, doesn't it? He doesn't really need life. I don't think he's going to have a problem staying alive. The skills don't really seem to, well, this one here uses a lot of, but it uses a lot of stamina, but it's a group 1. And that one down there is a group 1. Not really that big of a bet. So it's really, I guess, the balance of damage and speed. Again, it really depends on how you use him. But again, epics these days, they're hard to work in. His stuff is good, but he doesn't have that really amazing one. Although I can think of an encounter I had there not too long ago where that negating of the healing would be very useful. So you probably just have to find a spot for him, right? So anyway, this is Semargl. I hope I'm saying that right. And he's epic, and he's not too bad at all. So maybe we'll get a chance to goof around with him. Maybe I'll make an epic team in the future, and we'll see how they work together. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games, because games are fun. See ya!